Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Woo! I got a stream for you guys today, a video for you guys today. I'm going to talk about my entire 3 months in Mallorca, Spain, pretty much where I left off on my YouTube channel before life got crazy hectic, and kind of discuss why this was my departure from the music slash nightclub videography and editing industry, niche, space, whatever you want to call it. So in the background, I would love to still break down a bunch of these videos, but in the background for right now, I'm gonna let all these videos play full screen while I talk. And you guys can drop a comment if you see one that you want me to specifically break down, opening up each deep, not debrief, disclaimer. There's a lot of videos, and that has a part to do with, yeah, I'll get all into it. Anyway, you see something that you want me to explain, leave the timestamp or drop it in the comments. I'll mark it down and I'll break down each one of those videos because I still love this space. It was just very demanding for me. I'll actually leave, I don't know. I'll leave it like this. If you guys want it full screen, let me know and we can definitely do that. All right, so I'll let this play in the background. So, wow, it's been about a year since my summer in Mallorca. Let me tell you, it was an amazing summer, and yeah, to be to be really honest with you, it's everything I could have asked for and wished for when I first started with videography and photography and whatnot. It was such a great time. This is like a voiceover. Should I make it louder?
Make lifelong friends with young and fun international people, all while working for the absolute best nightclub of the island.
Don't miss this opportunity of a lifetime. We're looking for a bartender.
Anyway, to keep it short and simple, I pretty much worked. I don't know if this is a great way to do this. Look, I worked 16-hour days pretty much every single day. In the 3-4 months that I was there, I maybe had 4 off days, which yeah, it was it was a lot to say the least, especially because I was there with my girlfriend, and we were living together with another couple, and it was pitched to me as like, you get to go and experience this amazing summer in Mallorca, Spain, and edit and do videography for like 5 nightclubs on the side. So graduating college at the time, a little over a year ago now, that was like the dream. I was like making all the nightclub videos for every single bar, venue, festival located near my school. It's what I wanted to do post-college. But I was starting to notice that the lifestyle was really unhealthy if I was to do it full time. And this taught that to me. I didn't know I was going to be working 16-hour days. However, I did know I was going to be managing content for 5 nightclubs, 2 of which were like rooftop bars. So I knew they weren't going to be too difficult to handle. And those needed like 1 or 2 videos a week. But the other 3 clubs needed like 4 or 5 videos a week. For some reason, I thought I could manage that before I started. And I guess I just saw a great opportunity in front of me, which is also my fault. And I was just like, I want it. I can do it. I sent my work. We hopped on a call. The pay was honestly great. I was able to rope getting my girlfriend there as well, getting her a job there as well. So like, it felt at the moment like all the stars aligned. And don't get me wrong, this was an amazing opportunity. And my buddy that's probably going to walk through the door any second now, he's the one that got me the job, and we're actually partners on this new business that we're working in now. He got me this job, and I'm forever grateful for it because it taught me so much. It taught me about my limitations. It taught me how to work faster. It taught me a lot about business negotiations. Like, for example, I'm going to let this play again in the background. Again, if you guys want me to break down any of these videos, you see something cool or want me to open up the timeline, I know we can't hear the music and the sound effects, but pick any one. You know, I'm always an open book, and we can Let's just watch a few of them for now, and I'll get back into it. This was for all the artists, like a promo kind of post. This was the same thing. This was sick. A recap of the whole summer. Yeah, these are all Dutch artists. Oh my god, I don't even know where to start. So anyway, I was managing the social content for 5 nightclubs. It was something like 16 reels a week, all by myself. I thought I could handle it. I definitely could it, but I was also weighing out the options of what, and I was like, I'll make it work. There's no way it's about to be as hard as it was. It's just reels. I'll record it all vertical, yada yada yada. Anyway, I say all that to say it was harder than I expected. And if we're going to talk about why I left the nightlife and music industry, all of this kind of led, so that's why I'm so grateful for this opportunity, even though it wasn't what, I'm going to let this play again, what I thought it was going to be, because it led me to like where I am now, and that's how everything happens. Everything happens for a reason. Yeah, I realized at least the situations that I was getting in post-college, I was pushing hard. I was working. If you know me, my buddy that's going to walk in can attest to this. Like, I grind. And when I say I was working 16-hour days every single day for 3 months and had 4 off days, and even sometimes still I was editing before I left to go and like have my off day. Like, I'm being serious. Monday to Sunday, I did it 16 hours a day. When I wasn't editing or filming, because it was at night, so edit during the day, film at night, I was sleeping. And it sometimes, like, you know, anyway, this all like combines. The reason I left is I thought unless you managed content for a lot of places, which I'm doing now, there wasn't great money in this. Like, I was doing videos for DJs and artists and nightclubs for maybe like $400, $500, sometimes even $200. And obviously, if you can do it for a nightclub and you can say like, which is why I thought this was such a great opportunity, and it was, hey, I'll provide you X amount of reels, da da da. Anyway, you see where I'm going. I made great money with this, but I realized, more importantly, through a great friend and a mentor there who was working for them a couple years ago before they decide to hire me. Oh my God, I'm trying to explain 3 months worth of stuff in one video. He told me, like, record with your phone. And at the time I was like, no way, I have my camera yet. I record everything with my phone now for like all the social media companies. That's just how it has to look. Everything has to look authentic. Like your cousin recorded it. Like it looks real. Granted, there's stipulations, but for something like this, I should have recorded all of this on my phone and had text on the screen and put like POV da 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 and had a host and had whatever. Anyway, where am I going with all of this? So I realized there wasn't great money in just doing $200, $300 videos, like for the dreams and the ambitions and the goals I had, that it just didn't seem like it was all gonna pan out until you work with like the really big artists and the DJs. But even still, in the back of my head, man, this is a massive yap sesh. Excuse me. Still in my head, I realized I was like, look, I'm around partying, I'm around alcohol, sometimes even drugs. Not that I participated in any of that, but like every once in a while I would have a drink. I would definitely indulge in Red Bulls. Red Bull vodka is one of my favorites. And it involved like your night starts at 11 p.m. You're out until 4. Then you put your SD card, you load everything in, you edit all morning, first thing when you wake up to turn it around by 12 in the afternoon. I was doing this for 5 different places pretty much, turning around like 15 reels a week. It doesn't always have to be that demanding, and I should have had a team, I understand. But I'm saying all this to say I realized that the lifestyle was like for me, it was really unhealthy for the goals, ambitions, and things I wanted to do. Like, I always think fitness and health and the gym and running is something that should be mandatory. Like, you shouldn't go, in my opinion, a single day without walking 10,000 steps. Like, that should just be the minimum. Like, where we come from way back in the day, like, that was just normal. So that was hard for me to try and fit in with these 16-hour working days and then staying at the club until 4 and waking up at 2, because when you're at the club at 4, you're not waking up at 10 and starting editing. Sometimes it's 11, 12, 2. Then you got to eat. My girlfriend was there, spend time with her, maybe hang out with friends or my roommates or go to the beach. Like, it was told that I was going to be able to spend the summer in Mallorca and whatnot. Also, I mean, I have so much stuff here. I don't even think we're halfway through. These are all the videos I did throughout the summer. And this isn't even it. I still have like 4 or 5 more weeks of stuff to go. So, again, if you're just tuning in, drop a comment on the YouTube video or in the Twitch stream if there's any videos you want me to specifically break down. And I'm so happy to do that. A lot of these videos aren't as in-depth as the old videos I was doing because the turnaround time was so fast and I had so much work on my plate. So I couldn't make them that crazy. But what this did teach me, I was like, yo, that asset pack that I made that a lot of people are asking for and whatnot, thank goodness I made it because I needed it throughout this time. Dump SD cards. I need my assets. I need my colors. It allowed me to fine tune my folder structure, the way I film, what I do, how I do it, the text, the effects. Like, I had it all fine tuned so that I could just fly through videos because that's what I needed to do. Could I have had a discussion with them and told them to tone down the reels? Yeah, but I was also just like, look, I loved what I did. I did and I still do. I think the lifestyle is unhealthy to do very long term. And if you're into fitness and gym and eating healthy and stuff, and you have to stay up late and having a normal sleeping routine, like, I think all that stuff can like really stack on top of each other. And that's obviously why I left this industry niche, whatever. This had me burned out, like 15 reels a week for 12 weeks, every single week. Yeah, there was also a lot of things that were promised that didn't really come through. I made a contract and I did the best I could, but like, yeah, realistically, like looking back on it now, I was taken advantage of. Did I get presented with an amazing opportunity? Absolutely, but I was taken advantage of. Could I have asked them to slow down the workload? Absolutely. But I was also like just cutting it every time. And that's where I was going with this. Like, I loved what I was doing. So I didn't mind working 16 hours a day. But what I didn't mind was like my health and my lifestyle. Like, after the summer, I noticed I gained weight. I was like, not anything crazy, but it was probably the unhealthiest I've ever been in my entire life. And not for good reason, but I understand why. I mean, it's impossible to do what I was doing and maintain your health and your fitness and a good mental state and whatever. Like, I did it for as long as I could. If I had to do another month, I don't think there's any way that I could have done it. Yeah, but it was amazing. I mean, I guess I'll start talking about the content. So this was Hello the Club. This was one of the biggest clubs. This is actually one of the biggest artists. They're called Broederliefde. So where we were in Mallorca, Spain, I was talking about the promise stuff too. Like, look, hold up. This is an important aspect. So let me drop some. Okay, let me get this thought off first. I was promised that the ideas and everything I had to do was already like in a spreadsheet planned out for me. So I didn't have to do much thinking, but I was also like being the creative director for all of these videos. So not just filming and editing, but also like thinking of ideas and when to plan it with the artists and what to do with the artists and what to do with the crowd and all of this. And like, it was insane. Like, I thought all of this stuff was going to be planned out for me, and it wasn't. And that would have made making 15 reels a week very easy because I could have done Okay, we're at 10 minutes now. Like, I could have done a lot of videos like this. No, not that. Like this. That's an easy reel. I can do that 10, 12 times in the week. That's possible. Stuff like this. And this stuff is also needed, but not like this too. I mean, this is another one of the club. I mean, they were so cool. They really were. Where were we? Like something like here. I can also do this. Happy Valentine's Day. Yeti, we're planning for the year ahead. I can do that stuff, but like full on recaps like I was doing prior, and each club having to have their own individual style and not having all the ideas pre-planned out. Just it was a ton on my plate. Yeah, what I think. Where was I gonna go after that? I was talking about nuggets of knowledge. For a good tip here, for anybody who is in my shoes, or this is why I make this stuff. So when I initially heard about this job, my buddy who's gonna walk through the door any second now, supposed to be here at 3. It's 3:09, so that's why I keep saying that. He told me. Hey, there's this great, I talked about it in the YouTube video. Hey, there's this great opportunity. They posted, I was the MC for them last year, yada, yada, yada. You should try it out. And me in college doing exactly this kind of stuff, but like 1 reel a week or 2 reels a week. I was like, oh my God, that's great. I can now do like for 5 nightclubs. This is the path I want to go down. Like what an amazing opportunity this would be for me to build my portfolio and make great money at the same time and get to go with my girlfriend and be in Mallorca, Spain. I'm all for it. So I went, wait, was he just knocking? So when the call came about and we set this up, like it was really gonna come to fruition. I sent them some stuff. We talked it over. It was gonna work out. I was just graduating college. Like I was saying, all the stars aligned. Yeah, we discussed the money. We discussed my stay. We discussed what the content would look like. Some things were promised, like the ideas. Yada yada yada. I was gonna take this on solo. Anyway, at some point I was like, what did I say? Oh, I was gonna go as my own graduation gift. I was saving up with my girlfriend and some friends to go to Bali, and we had already booked tickets. So I told them like, hey, while it's low season there, I was going to go to Bali, and I just graduated school, and I'm so excited for this opportunity, and yada yada yada. And they were like, what do you have planned for after school? That was one of their first questions. Absolutely nothing. I'm going to Bali, and I'm doing this, and a major mistake on my end. By doing that, I basically like backed myself up into a corner, and I was like, I don't have any plans after school, and yada yada yada, and I'm going to Bali, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that. It basically showed them like, oh, I'm just a young kid, and I'm super excited for this opportunity. So it was like a telltale sign to get taken advantage of, in my opinion. Like I could have charged more, I could have yada yada yada, but by like showing that card, I played myself a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it exactly. I like showed all my cards. So if I was to say, for example, yeah, you know, I can work for you guys for a month, and then I have to leave for like 3 or 4 weeks, but I'll make sure we prepare enough content, and then we can leave. Maybe in the first month I was like, hey, you know what, this isn't exactly what I panned out to be, because oh my goodness, there was a lot of things. I was doing 5 nightclubs, right? They weren't all next to each other. That would be way too convenient. One was like a 30-minute bike ride away. There was no bikes organized for us, so I had to go and find my own bike, which doesn't sound like a big deal, but the apartment complex we were in, we were on like the 10th floor in an elevator that was like fit for 2 people, so we couldn't bring our bike back and forth down, so I had to leave it downstairs. downstairs. We had to leave it on like this super busy street where it could get like robbed any day of the week. It never did, thankfully, but that could have happened. And at first we were scared of that. And the only way you would find out if your bike was taken, because it was a 5-minute walk from our apartment, was to go and find your bike, like to go to work and then notice that your bike is not there. Now you're like, shoot, I have my camera backpack on. I got a bike 30 minutes. Now I'm late. The artist is showing up. Like, there was no easy way for me to check throughout the day, like, hey, is my bike there? Anyway, that was one of the things that was pretty obnoxious. And when you're out at till 4, now biking back 30 minutes, and now it's 4:30 a.m. and you don't always leave at 4. And, you know, like, a lot of things that I didn't take it into consideration because I was young, and I guess you could say, I don't know if this is the correct word, but I was naive. I didn't think all of these things through, and now having done it, which is why I'm so thankful for it, I know, like, to ask these questions and to know these things. I was just so excited, and I saw such a great opportunity that I just went in completely blind to it. I say all that to say, like, yeah, not even that. Like, I don't want to come off like that, but like, it was such a great opportunity for me. So like, it kind of like weighed out, and I was like, nah, this is just so great. Like, I'd already listed so many times all the things, but like, it was just such a great. Anyway, let's watch some of these together.
Vertel jij haar het vlek eens.
Zij houdt veel van het spelletje.
Ik hou ook wel van spelletjes.
So we were in Mallorca, Spain. The specific strip that we were in was called like El Arenal, and it was specifically focused around like Dutch, German tourists, and everybody here just like comes to get plastered. Nothing else. Like, the Germans are on the street drunk at like 10 o'clock a.m. at this bar called it's like a castle. It opens at 10 a.m. When you walk in, you get like 2 pints. It's insane. Mega park. The capacity is insane. They make like 2 mil a night, something like that. Like, it's nuts. Anyway, they're wearing things like the culture was so different. Anyway, you like hardly spoke Spanish. I speak a little bit of Spanish, and my girlfriend was thinking she's gonna speak Spanish there and learn Spanish, but it was all Dutch, Germans. Even at the bars and all the stuff I worked to, that's why you're hearing Dutch throughout these videos and whatnot. This is a Dutch club shooter, so primarily everything was shot in Dutch. Yo! Come in. Bro, you won't believe what I'm talking about right now. Take one guess, I'm live.
Times.
No.
I don't know.
Can you guess now?
Gusto?
No. Mallorca?
You know what, Mallorca?
Yeah.
That are good. I'm kidding.
That's exactly what we're talking
You
about.
have the same mutual feelings?
Yeah. Can you explain to them what's up with it? Because look,
It depends.
hold up. You guys just saw who walked in. How many off days did I have? How many times did you see me? Wait, hold up.
Did you ever
Let me
have off
preface.
days?
There you go.
Nobody has off days in Mallorca, dude. Except for me. I had the one privilege once.
Let's
a week.
preface. So this is my buddy Samil, also new
What's
partner
up?
in this company that we're doing. And he was the MC at one of the bigger nightclubs there. Hello. I'm gonna let these videos play again in the background. Yeah, so he kind of just worked from like, what would you say, like 9 to
I
4?
I work from 11. I had to be there 11 p.m. and I worked till closing, so it could be 4, 5.
And you were exhausted doing it pretty much every night,
Because,
right?
like, it I don't know how this mic works, but basically, it takes a lot of energy. Because
Yeah.
remember, you gotta go in 5 days.
Hop in.
Oh God. Sorry, Dougie. You gotta go in 6 days a week.
You're right there.
You gotta go 6 days. You gotta go in 6 days a week. But like, imagine if you walk around, you're calm, you do your thing. I gotta go in. What's going on, guys? Let's go. And then that's like 5 hours straight, 6 days a week. People are like, but it's so much fun. But it takes so much energy. Go to the gym and run on the treadmill for 5 hours every day, 6 times. Like, let me know how you feel.
Yeah. And did you edit?
And
You edit your own thing, but
I
like
edit
me,
my own
for
podcast,
example.
yeah.
Me, for example. So how many hours a day did I work?
dude, I would we were excited to hang out there. We probably hang out like twice in like 2 months, and then the only
How many hours would you say a day?
we hang out.
No. I worked,
Oh, dude, I don't even know. To be honest, you,
including filming
no,
and editing.
that's why you would wake up and we would meet each other at the cafe, and that's when we hung out, but we're working.
Yeah.
So, shit, you'd be
12,
yeah,
14.
You'd be editing at the cafe. You'd be editing like 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
At your apartment, a few more hours, and then you'd probably take a nap because we work nightlife.
Yeah.
You take a nap, and then you go out, you start filming, and you had like 5 fucking clubs.
Yeah.
I just had to do 1, sometimes 2.
Yeah. So then filming at night again, that's working again, and it's the whole
You,
bro, it
you
was
wake
like
up, you wake up, have breakfast, start editing. Because the thing is, well, in your contract, you did a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Dude. It's what I learned in my first trip. I'm like, I'm gonna change this,
Yeah.
and then in your first trip, you've done different things.
hop in. You know about this, Mr. Podcast. You're right there. I don't see you.
I know. Hi. I was having a conversation.
Anyway, Samil was the one that got me the job out there.
Yeah,
We say all this to say, like, we were super, super, super grateful for the opportunity, and it
100%.
taught us so much.
And we also got to meet a lot of fucking cool people.
Yeah, I didn't even touch on that. We were working with the biggest artists in
Holland. Yeah.
in Holland. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what an amazing
from Holland.
opportunity for people in our industry. Like that was absolutely insane.
100%. I do agree. I did learn a lot. But I would see some people's videos right now on stories. I'm like, fuck, I wish I was there.
Hey, and
I'm
this
part of
year,
it, but then the other part, I'm like, nah, I'm doing good right now. in Uruguay.
would you say we were underappreciated?
I won't say maybe a little bit, but like it's, how would I say it?
Like for me, for example, we would have these meetings weekly, and then I say all this to say right now, they don't have content creators for one of the clubs, but they don't have somebody doing what I was doing. Probably for good reason, because nobody can do it. I was hardly able to do it, but
But you were cranking out fucking real.
yeah, I'm letting them show all now, so then people can tell me like, yo, I want to see you break down this one, because that's what I was doing before I left. Anyway, I would be at these meetings, and like towards the end, I was like, I wanted to do this again next summer and like bring on a team and make really good videos like the stuff I'm doing now, not with the camera, because this was way too much work and it just wasn't manageable without having ideas already pre-planned.
And the thing is, we go in with cameras like the ones that you were using. There's a lot more technical stuff that goes into it, from your settings, your
Oh yeah,
setups.
I was an idiot. I
You-
filmed
like-
everything in S-Log, 60 FPS.
Bro, that means you have the color
4K for everything that has to be on the phone. You see vertical.
Yeah.
Anyway, at one point, I was like thinking about the idea of doing it next summer and how I would want to do it better, because it was great money and he wanted to go back too. So at one point, I was like, I'm gonna wrap this up in like 5.
Yeah, go for it. Get my laptop.
I was like, yeah, so we can start coming up with a team, because I was also there with a photographer and he would do work. Actually, rest in peace. You know about that, right?
Well, what?
Kingsley?
Wait, what?
He passed away, the photographer.
What?
Yeah.
How? Wait, you took it off camera, but I didn't know.
Yeah, back in Holland, like 2 months after Mallorca.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Insane.
Dude, and it's crazy because I just stumbled upon. I was going through my followings, and I like every now and then I'll just go to do a little cleanup, and I saw Kingsley. Oh shit! I look at his pictures. Oh, I haven't seen this guy in a while. I'm like, hope he's doing well.
Yeah.
This is like 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
I had no fucking clue.
Wow. Yeah, anyway, there was a photographer and I was there too, rest in peace. And I was like, it's going to be really difficult to find another person like me to bring onto the team so that we can divide this between 2 people, this workload. And they were like, no, it's going to be easy. And I was like, really? Like, I really feel like you can't work 16-hour days unless you're like super passionate, you love it, and you're already like really experienced, and you don't like when you go out and work that you're not like drinking and partying and talking with girls. Like I wasn't doing any of that, like I was strictly
the drinking
focused.
part, the drinking part.
Yeah.
And the party.
So then they kind of, I was like, it's going to be really difficult, so we should probably start looking soon and somebody that's going to do it for the pay and how we're going to split it up. And they're like, no, it's going to be easy. And I was like, it's going to be easy to find. What are you guys talking about? Like, yeah, we can just have a photographer come take a selfie on his phone and we'll post that. And that was like disrespectful to me. I was like I work like 16. You think it's that easy? Like, what if the guy's just like a party animal? He's blowing off. He's not delivering stuff on time like I was. What if he doesn't want to bike 30 minutes to go to the club, or he doesn't like the living accommodations?
Beyond.
Yeah, and
because you wanted the work to be good. Because at the end of the day, it's your work.
Yeah.
So you wanted to
showcase. And this was such a great opportunity. Like it really was. I'm
right there.
I would do it again. Obviously on a lot of different terms. Definitely not doing 5 nightclubs, but I mean, I learned so much. It was such an incredible opportunity.
Agreed. I would go again too. But
Yeah.
I'll go for a month. I won't go for 3 months again.
Yeah, I would do it with a team,
because
I would film the content that we're doing.
Yeah,
now.
but you also know that it's the living there is also hard. Like, guys, imagine living in a freaking apartment there's no AC, it's hot, like hot. Like you would shower, get out of your shower, within 5 minutes you're sweating again, and then on top of that, horrific, if not no Wi-Fi in your apartment. I had no Wi-Fi. Imagine, and we work with like uploading. I had half a podcast. I upload every week. We have to go to this cafe. And the cafe's Wi-Fi was horrible, so I would sit there.
Wait, let me touch on this. You know, we have to download songs for every single video we edit, right? Which was a huge part of the process. I mean, if you've seen my YouTube tutorials, you know how long I take with this stuff. Find a song, find the clips, cut through the clips, film for an hour, break it down, yada, yada, yada. To download an MP3 from YouTube MP3 would take like 10 to 12 minutes, which was so insane to me, because you do it anywhere else in the world.
3 seconds.
3 seconds, and you already have it in your project. But then to just like now have to wait 12 minutes, and I mean, we sound like spoiled right now, but like it's a big difference. Like, you want to get started, you load up the project, all right, let's find a song, you finally find a song, you're like, all right, let's download. Oh my, 12 minutes, like now.
Imagine me have to upload a 45 to 60-minute episode.
Yeah.
I sit there for 4 hours. Literally, I would have lunch, sit there. I won't even leave because there was no other place with Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Anyway, we're gonna get some work done now on this new thing that we're starting. And look, if hey, I was telling them, like, if I didn't do this, I wouldn't have realized like what that we're doing now, like this new content agency to film everything on the phone.
You'll still be using.
I'd still be filming everything on my camera, like everybody does.
Now we just use this.
Yeah.
Sometimes this, depending on the work.
And it makes the turnaround time and not having to color. It makes the file storage. It makes everything easier. It's what I should have done in Mallorca, but I didn't know at the time. Anyway, we're capitalizing on it now. And without having done this, I would have never figured that out, honestly. And without the help of Junior Chea. Junior Chea is the man. I look up to that guy big time, and he's helped out a lot as well. He has some amazing content. He manages the nightclubs. Anyway, I say all that to say, too, yeah, this wasn't all that profitable. The only way it was profitable was doing it the way that I was, but it was too much work to do it with a professional camera, so that's why we're doing it with phones now, and we're doing it in Aruba, which is honestly very similar to Mallorca, but our living conditions are much better. Our hours are much better. I told them that's why this whole stream is about, like, why I left the music industry / nightlife. I was like, the Red Bulls, the staying up late, the waking up late, the not having time to go to the gym, the not, like...
You can't build a sustainable... I know this because I have worked nightlife for 10 years. You can't build a work balance kind of lifestyle. It's not impossible, but if you have a girlfriend or a partner, it's going to be very difficult because you guys are both on different time zone. Like, you're together, but you're in different time zones.
And then you also have to think, I mean, like, our girlfriends were both there at the time. Your now wife was there. And, like, you're around alcohol, you're around women. Like, there's a lot of things that can, like, cause... Not that we do anything, but tension or problems.
But we're just lucky that our girlfriends, well, my wife now, they know what we do. They're like, oh, you know, like, I would go out by myself because she knows, oh, he's going to have to film this, film that, and host. You know, he's going to just do his thing. It's just they don't care anymore because they know that we're just gonna go for the work.
Hey, actually, a great way to make this full circle and end off the stream before we get into work here. If you want to know some more of the details about what you're gonna see where I'm going with this,
You go to the podcast episode.
you go to the podcast, Samil's podcast, No Filter in Paradise. That's where my next chapter started, going to Holland and continuing this and trying to take everything that I learned from Mallorca and apply it there. Still not doing it with a phone. I still didn't learn, but I also had to do it there, and now we're doing it in Aruba.
The camera is important.
Yes, it has its own place.
On the setting and what your goal is. If it's just quick, easy, simple,
Social posts.
yeah, phone. If you want high quality cinematic, I want an after movie camera. To give you an example, go watch my last vlog,
Yeah.
which is not posted yet.
So, yeah, if you want to know some more stuff or figure out some more like details about it, drop it down in the comments. I hope this was helpful. I'll definitely pick it back up if you guys thought this was interesting, or if you want more of a timeline breakdown, we can definitely pick that up. But definitely check out his podcast because we go in an hour in depth of both of our experiences with this, and it's honestly really cool. It was. I think that was like a week after we left Mallorca.
Literally a week or so. Yeah, almost 10 days
Like
after.
every time I talk about this, I like think of something. I'm not gonna say it now. Like I'm trying to wrap up 3 months in a 42-minute stream. Like
Where is that?
36.
Yeah.
Wait, why is this not? Why is this not showing here? That's not great.
Here, it says like offline.
No, don't say it ain't so. Oh no, we're good.
Can you imagine the entire time it hasn't been playing?
Say it ain't so. Okay.
I will not go. Turn the lights on.
Anyway, that's Kingsley right there.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
I didn't know he passed.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. We'll definitely pick this up, part 2, with some more questions and some more breakdowns shortly after. But yeah, we're going to move into this new business, which we'll definitely start talking about soon and showing the behind the scenes. Super exciting. All right. Catch you guys soon. Peace. Thanks for tuning in.